You guys have asked, and now you shall receive. Here's my 2017 weapon of choice. 2017 went with the Hoyt Defiant, but not the Pro Defiant. Yes, I understand this year the Pro Defiant came out and even the Carbon Defiant, but there's a couple reasons why I picked this bow over the Pro Defiant. First off, aesthetically, they look the same. There's a couple aesthetic pieces, some sharper angles on this shock absorbing limb that's on the inside where you grab your bow just on the outside. It's got more of a point, not rounded, some more pointed edges there and towards the top axle. But to me, with the price range difference, it wasn't worth spending more money for that. Second off, same speed out of the box. Now I know once you just decide what arrows you're going to shoot, grains, weight of your broadheads, all that kind of stuff, you're not going to get that speed out of your bow. We all know that's how it works. But if they're supposed to both shoot the same speed, what are you going to pay more money for? Third, half inch shorter axle to axle. Doesn't make that big of a difference, but I'll tell you what, if I were to hit my bow on the edge of my tree stand, I'd be telling myself it was that half inch. So those are the technical, out of the box reasons why I bought this bow over the Pro Defiant. Carbon Defiant, way out of the price range. Awesome bow, shot it, all carbon, 4 ounces lighter than the Defiant, 2 ounces lighter than the Pro Defiant. So, had to make sure that I was within my price range and it was also going to do the things I needed it to do. But how did I accessorize it? That's what you guys really want to know. Start out with the first piece, beam and arrows. Been shooting them for the last couple years, have never had an issue with them. There's a lot of great arrows out there, so don't think you have to shoot exactly what I'm shooting to get a great arrow. But the consistency that I found in these arrows is why I keep shooting them. And these aren't the flagship arrows, these aren't the most expensive arrows you can buy, but they're a good quality, meet in the middle arrow. Beeman ICS Hunters. I shot the 500 grains last year when I was shooting a lower poundage. This year I moved up to the 400 grain arrow. Give me a little bit more stiffness, give me a little bit more accuracy, helps it stabilize a little bit faster. But still shooting 100 grain tips. So I'm going to get a little bit more kinetic energy. Gonna slow down the bow a little bit, but the accuracy and the penetration is going to be there from a little bit extra weight coming from the 400. Laser vanes. What I've always used. Never shot long vanes, never had any reason to change back to long vanes like some guys are now. So sticking with the blazer vanes, that's what I'm sticking with for right now. Went with the green and white. Favorite colors right there has always brought me luck, that neon green. That's the color I chose, and these are the arrows I chose. Second piece, shoot a true ball trigger release, wrist strap and everything. I like this because I know I won't lose it. I've thought about changing to 4-finger releases over the last couple years, but my issue being, don't want to lose them. You lose your release and have to go up into the woods without a release, or realize once you are up in the woods that you don't have your release, everything's going to get a little bit more hectic. I stick with this. Put it right on my wrist as soon as I get out of the truck and I won't lose it. That's why I choose a trigger release, and this is my release. Next piece I'm going to talk about, my stabilizer. I'm using a carbon vibe stabilizer. Reason being, carbon absorbs energy. It absorbs noise, makes your bow even quieter than it would have been. The reason I also like this, it doesn't add very much weight. Carbon, very light, puts the weight out towards the end, as you can see here. This extra piece allows me to add more if I want to. I tend to use this a little bit shorter of a stabilizer, allows me to make more maneuvers in the tree stand and be more agile. Another piece some people have been asking about, so I want to make sure I give a shout out to my guys over at Cool Hand Luke Products. This piece right here, quick detach stabilizer, all you do is loosen it, slides right out. Guys that use longer stabilizer, get something quick detach. Makes it fit in your case better, don't gotta take the whole thing off, don't gotta unscrew anything. Cool and Luke Products makes it very easy to make sure your stabilizer is ready to go whenever you need it to. One of the most important things people want to know is what sight you're using and what kind of sight. I am not using a slider. If I was out west, I might when taking those longer shots, but here in the east, farthest shot 50, 60 yards at very most, and that's only if you're hunting over a field. I hunt the open hardwoods typically though. So what am I using? An IQ bow sight. Why do I use it? Because it gives you a visual anchor on top of your physical anchors. Your physical anchors would be where you're anchoring on your face, where your string touches your nose, things like that. The IQ bow sight though has the IQ dot on the inside, helps you line up something optically that'll help you make better shots. The more consistent you are with your shooting, the more consistent you are with your aiming, the better hunter you will be. And the final piece to my 2017 setup is my QAD Ultra Rest. I changed to a drop away rest this year after shooting Whisker Biscuit for my whole life. Totally worth it though. My groups have tightened up by probably 2 to 3 inches out to 40 yards as far as I've shot so far. Just been warming up lately with this new bow. But my favorite part about it is that it's an enclosed system. When you pick your base up, it has a top rail. That top rail keeps your arrow in. I was always concerned that with switching to a drop away that I was going to have arrow bounce and my arrows were going to fall out and that I wasn't going to be ready for that time when the shot needed to be made. Making stalks, bumping it when I'm in a tree stand, such like that. But this one, in an enclosed system, make sure if that's one of your concerns that you pick a rest that caters to the things you want. Don't buy something just because someone tells you that that's why you should buy it. My guys over at Alabama Archery, always open to your opinions. That's why I love going to them. They steered me in the right direction, got my bow set up perfectly. It was like I didn't have to do anything when I got home. It shot so good I've already ruined 3 arrows. Best bow I've ever shot. So, with all that being said, 2017, Defiant by Hoyt. That's my weapon of choice, and as always, I can't wait to see you hit your mark.